Brad, did anything from last night's game make it to the Hall of Fame? Did you take anything?
We did. That's the great part about baseball history. It unfolds in many different ways on any given night. And last night in the broadcast booth, Jessica Mendoza became the first female broadcaster to broadcast a nationally televised game in postseason history.
That is so cool. Let's see this
we
thing.
actually have her scorecard. I asked her prior to last night's game if she would be willing to donate, and she was all willing to do so. So after last night's game, she signed it. And it's a great piece for us. Women have played such influential roles in baseball history from the earliest days through today, not only on the field, but off the field, the front office. And her achievement and accomplishment last night reminds everyone, as we do every day at the museum through our Diamond Dreams exhibit, that women are entirely influential and a part of and very important to the fabric of American culture.
All right, well, I love this. Is getting off to a great start. And I've seen a lot of baseball scorecards in my day. This one's very neat and clean, tidy, not a lot of crosses out or X's. Jessica's doing a fantastic job. Let's get to more of the stuff that you brought here with you today. And obviously, Mets back in the postseason. It's a big story right here in New York, so you brought some Mets postseason memorabilia with you. Let's start off with the glove here. Take us through this.
Absolutely. There's no team that really harkens back for this current crop of Mets pitchers than 69.
Yeah.
The amazing Mets, Jerry Koosman, Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan coming out of the bullpen, all these flamethrowers that are drawing comparisons to today. Well, the ace of that staff was Jerry Koosman, and he wore this glove throughout the 69 season, including the World Series. And you think about him being 25 years old at the time and leading a staff that's very reminiscent today of Jacob deGrom, Matt Harvey, Bobby Matz, the young guns, Noah Syndergaard, that are going to be competing and leading the Mets here over the next week and into the playoffs. So seeing if there's a similar run to the 69 Mets and knowing that this is a piece of baseball history. Gloves are always great for our collection. They document the story, and for Koosman, he was the guy that really had his legacy endure as the teacher to young guys like Seaver and Ryan, who would go on to be a part of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, let's go on to Tom Seaver, because he's the only person to go into the Hall of Fame as a New York Met, which is crazy when you think about it, with the long history of baseball and the long history of the Mets. But Seaver is obviously beloved. What's the story behind this jersey?
Well, this is a jersey from Tom's return to New York in 1983. Right? So at 38 years old, after a very successful first 11-year career with the Mets, went to Cincinnati, came back to the club, and was a dominant arm to lead the team in '83. But it shows that Tom Seaver is identified with the Mets, and you think of some of these great arms, and you hearken back to what are the comparisons that were being made to an early Tom Seaver.
Yeah.
For a deGrom, for a Harvey, for a Syndergaard, those guys are going to have that comparison at age 38 to see if they'll be Hall of Famers. And hopefully for Mets fans, it will be another member of the Hall of Fame roster they can add.
They're hoping. The Mets fans are hoping. No pressure or anything. Just live up to the legacy of Tom Seaver. That's all. And let's finish it out here with this is John Franco's cap from the World Subway Series, World Series.
Absolutely. 2000, the last time the Mets were in the Fall Classic. John Franco recorded the only win of the Mets pitching staff that series, as the Yankees won 4-1. But he wore this cap throughout the series, including Game 3 when he picked up the victory. A phenomenal pitcher, 424 saves, fourth most all time. Just a great character guy, and someone that I think these Mets can draw from in terms of his sense of perseverance and excellence.
Brad, can you put a price on any of these items?
No, they're all priceless. They're all irreplaceable. They represent just 3 of the 40,000 items in our collection in Cooperstown. And at the end of the postseason, we're opening a brand new exhibit called Whole New Ballgame, which will take the last 40 years and present it in a way that's never been seen. So that will be a permanent addition in Cooperstown as we explore how baseball's become an industry of its own over the last 4 decades.